This info session. My name is Muhammad Yatim. I serve as a program coordinator for the Sustainability in the Built Environment online graduate professional diploma. We have with us on the call Dr. Walid Saad. He's the program director for this program. We have Dr. Rima Manne. She's a course instructor in one of our courses in this program. We also have Ruba Ahmedi. She's the academic programs manager at the Hub. And Reem Murad, I believe you've already talked with her on the phone many times. She's our program recruiter. So thank you again for joining us in this session. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to share my screen and start with the session. So we'll go. Okay. Okay, so the Sustainability in the Built Environment online graduate professional diploma falls under Abdallah Ghorer Hub for Digital Teaching and Learning. This hub was created back in 2021 with a mission to deliver high quality education for Arab youth and provide upskilling programs and relevant training for working professionals. We have many programs under the hub, which we developed for the past several years, one of which we're going to talk about today, which is Sustainability in the Built Environment program. So far, we have launched 10 programs with a total enrollments of over 2,000 students. And we operate under these 4 pillars. We have developed programs in these 4 skill set: leadership and management, digital, sustainability and circularity, and entrepreneurship, innovation and design thinking. And today we're going to talk in details about the Sustainability and the Built Environment Graduate Professional Diploma. I'll leave the floor to Dr. Walid Saad, who's going to take over the presentation and talk a little bit more about this program in details.
Thank you, Muhammad.
Dr. Walid.
Thank you, Muhammad. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in. We're very excited about this program. So as Muhammad mentioned, so this is, we have several online programs, and we're focused tonight on the discussion on the sustainability in the built environment. Now, the reason why we decided to go into this is really we saw things unfolding in our region that created that need. Or if you look across various countries in our region, all have set, they pledge to reach the net zero by a certain year, typically 2050 to 2060, depending on the country. And these are the, big drivers in our region, including KSA, the UAE, Oman, Bahrain, and Kuwait. And also Qatar is involved in other projects. So governments, if you look at projects, this is not just thought. So if you look at the projects on the next slide, we give you a few examples, starting with, say, Qatar in Abu Dhabi, NEOM in KSA, Lusail in Qatar, Lusail City, and Sultan Haitham City in Oman, are all cities and planned and designed around sustainability as the main theme. And so with these big mega projects coming online, we expect roughly over $3 trillion. So on the next slide, to be the pipeline value of the MENA construction sector, which is a huge number. And if you look at the sustainability in the built environment as a whole, so on the next slide, you'll see that a lot of energy is dedicated to the built environment. So 37% of energy use is taken up by the built environment. almost 40% of our CO2 emissions is also attributed to the built environment, and 40% of the material use is also attributed to the built environment. So really affecting sustainability or addressing sustainability in the built environment is a big driver to promoting a more sustainable future. So it's very important to look at that. So taking this rapid urban development, the government programs and set targets, and this transition towards sustainability has also created a gap in the skills needed to address it. So we have a shortage in the number of skilled professionals that could address and drive this transition to sustainability in our region in particular. And this led us to develop our program. So the next slide, please, Mohammed, on sustainability in the built environment. Here, we want to provide learners with a well-rounded view of climate change, how to design sustainable projects, what to look for, and to think systematically and strategically when making decisions about sustainability. So we thought about this program not from from a purely academic, like I'm sitting in my office here and giving courses. So I'm not designing a very theoretical program, but we designed it in a way to be very practical, to provide practical knowledge that learners can use to upskill their work. And I'll talk about the personas later on and why this is super relevant. And so what we want from our learners is to get acquainted with some of the tools behind designing sustainable approaches and looking at sustainability in the built environment, such as the life cycle assessment. So Dr. Rima Manni is an expert in the field with a lot of output in terms of research and projects. We want to understand the building physics and the retrofitting of existing buildings, new buildings, and how we can address making them more sustainable, having the building resilience, also facing the climate change. We all know our region is going to be affected more acutely by climate change than others. So we're more prone to climate change consequences than other areas of the world. We also want you to work in teams and network. So there's an aspect around that as well. We've dedicated a capstone course in 2 parts where you get to work with someone else in the team to form a team and work on a nice problem. And finally, we prepare you for the lead GA and to start to get ready for the PQP certification test through also a dedicated module. And so what we're targeting here are young professionals, so typically engineers and architects. You're going to need some technical background, who have been in the workplace, either fresh graduates, typically up to 7 years, but we're flexible on this. We've had learners who have more experience than that. They can also benefit. And again, we focus on the practical experience. So we want you to do this, go through this journey while working. So it's not a typical master's program where you have to leave everything and go dedicate yourself to the studies. So we understand you're working professionals. We want you to get practical knowledge that you can use in your work, and we're focused on that. Obviously, it's given in English, so we need you to have the English proficiency to perform in this. The program benefits, you get to network. It's very experiential, so we've kept, unlike other online programs, here we make sure you actually have an online session with the instructor on a weekly basis. So you get to interact, have a live session with other learners, with the instructor. You can ask questions, have a discussion going, and so on. And this we've seen as a popular aspect of the program. We also have an optional site visit. So for this cohort, we're inviting learners to come to the AUB campus, explore the sustainability aspects with some world-renowned experts in the field to tell us about the sustainability design behind some of our buildings on campus here. We're ranked very highly. We're #1 in the region for sustainability. So you're getting the exposure from a university that highlights the importance of sustainability and takes it seriously. And also those gaps that we've seen, the skills needed in our region, we're helping learners fulfill those gaps and be more attractive within their work, or also if they want to move up and become more competitive on the marketplace, this should help you get there. So with this, I think I'll give the floor back to Muhammad. Before I do that, I think we have 18 people online, so we have some time to maybe get a quick intro from everyone. If you wish to tell us about that, learn a bit about your backgrounds, and maybe briefly why you're interested in that. I know you filled it up on your applications, but we'd love to hear from you live if you want to share some quick intro and where you're located. So your name, background, maybe where you're working, where you're located. Anyone wants to jump in?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Baha Tabush. I'm an architect. I have more than 15 years of experience in the field.
Nice.
I'm interested in this online diploma because I'm working on sustainable projects. Some of the projects that I'm working on require these skills, so I'm doing a lot of research. So I prefer to have a more professional background or skill in this field. So that's why it's my aim for joining this program.
Nice. And the projects are regional or local, or?
One of the projects was in Morocco, in
Nice.
Ifran area. There is, I don't know how to say it, Cedar محمية أرز إفران.
Okay,
so
nice.
the project is a sustainable resort. So this was the top-notch project working on sustainability. So
very nice.
We did a lot of research in this field.
Very nice. Thank you, Baha. So how you wanted to go next?
Hi, my name is Henri Frangier.
Sorry, Henri, can Soha was going.
Yes, sorry.
No worries.
No problem. So as I was saying, I'm an architect also. I'm employed in Erga Group. So I have more than 18 years of experience in the field also.
Wow.
In fact, we've worked on some projects that require some of these sustainability perspective, to change my perspective towards work, to give myself something new, to feel new. This is what I'm doing now.
Nice.
So I'm interested in this, because 18 years is like well, I feel it's an opportunity to move forward. It's like a new door that might open.
Yeah. And I think your experience will bring a lot to the program as well. So yeah.
Hope so.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Henri.
Hi, my name is Henri Frangier. I'm an architect. I have more than 20 years of experience also. Most of my work is in Lebanon. Okay. I would like to explore this field and search how we can incorporate this in our work, in our future projects.
Great. Thank you, Henri.
Thank you.
Okay, hi. My name is George. I have about 4 years of experience in civil engineering consultancy. I'm an engineer. And now I'm working in innovation and entrepreneurship. Sustainability has always been my passion, and I'm trying to incorporate it more and more into my work. Going for this degree will allow me to do that.
Great. Thank you, George. Maria?
Yes, hi, I'm Maria. Actually, I graduated last year, so I have almost 8 months of experience. Basically, I think sustainability is a good push to my career development at this young age. Plus, my senior graduation project was a smart forest city, so I've done many researches how to design thinking in a sustainable way. So that's why I'm joining this diploma.
Good. Thank you, Maria.
Hello.
Hi, Ahmad.
Hi. So my name is Imad Shiri. I'm an architect. I graduated, I think, around 17 years ago. I work for the International Committee of the Red Cross as the head of
Nice.
engineering department in Lebanon. I have already done before a master in sustainable urban management.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Where did you do it?
in Heriot Watt in Edinburgh. But
Nice.
it was very theoretical, let's call it this way.
Yeah.
And in our field of work, the humanitarian field, we always try to work with sustainability or to do a sustainable intervention. However, our definition of sustainability is a little bit different than the usual definition in the engineering world. So I wanted to do something that is closer to the field, let's call it, as we call it, a little bit away from the theories I learned back then in 2021. So this is why I'm joining. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you. Very interesting. مين بحب to introduce themselves?
Jihan Jahan, may
Hi,
I?
Jehan.
Hi, thank you for your invitation. I'm an architect, graduated in 2000, so I'm old enough. I have experience in green buildings. Even I designed my own home, to make it a green home, but didn't
Nice.
reach any or didn't get any lead or BIAM or any of these certificate. But I'm fine. I will continue with these principles of. I only choose the projects that where clients are able to have these, the principles or specification of sustainable or green. Or I learned a lot on my own. I continue learning. I am here because I'm trying to, of course, upgrade my skills, and because now or since almost 14 years, I'm an environmental officer in United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon, so which is a lot different from being in the private sector or in cities or in villages or in any other places. So I'm talking about camps, military camps, where we have also our own goals, like ONSCAP goals, like environment strategy of the Department of Operation Support in goals. We have too many goals to achieve, aiming at reducing our environmental footprint that may occur because of our activities. We have a lot of vehicles, generators. We generate waste. We have wastewater. We consume water. A lot of these things. So we are trying to make our camps smart camps, and also we aim to have these sustainable to meet the sustainable development goals, the 17 ones. So a lot of information, a lot of projects, too many things. I'm trying to how to say it. I'm trying to learn to see if I am going in the right direction or I am in the same direction as the private sector and as the, let's say, AUB is not any university, is the first with regards to sustainability and so. So I'm trying to learn this academically, to have this to know this by learning, not by practicing. I for years I'm practicing prior to learning. So today I decided to learn before I practice. So maybe I'm doing something wrong in all these camps. So that's
I don't think so. And actually, Jihan, you raised a very important issue that I think all organizations are facing, is that we don't know what a sustainable design or a sustainable direction per se is, because we still have many options. You have a lot of factors that come into play. They could be social, they could be economic, they could be technical. So all these come into play when deciding on sustainability, and there is I think a gray area on defining what is really sustainable and what is not. So it's not very straightforward, and you'll see. I think with Dr. Rima on the LCA, you'll see that you have to kind of prioritize what is important to you as a society or as an organization or as an individual when doing these analyses. So very interesting input. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hello.
Hi, Sharbel.
Hi, how are you? So I'm Sharbel Haj. I'm an MEP engineer with more than 15 years of experience. I'm working with 9 Miles. 9 Miles is the mother company of Roadster, Bar 13, and DKDU. Mainly I'm particularly interested in learning how to integrate eco-friendly system into our restaurant design mainly, and to improve the energy efficiency and reducing the operational cost later on. So mainly I'm the person in charge for all our branches in terms of renovations and new branches. So I think this program will allow me to stay ahead of all those matters.
Great. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to introduce themselves?
Hi.
Hi,
This is Noor Fayed. I'm originally I'm a civil engineer, but my title now is sustainability project engineer. I work with sets. I'm based between Beirut and the States, so I work remotely on projects in the MENA region, in Saudi mainly, and Iraq. I'm currently working on getting my lead GA and then AP, hopefully. And I came across this email, so I thought it might be interesting to add it to my CV, to have a diploma, like a professional diploma. And I know that all the professors at AUB are very their best at sustainability. That's where I graduated from. So yeah, I'm interested in learning more about that.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to introduce themselves? We still have a couple. Will not force you, so that's okay.
Hello.
Hi, yes.
It's Ahmad Najjar. I'm a construction engineer. I'm currently working at the Kempinski Hotel in Congo, Brazzaville with Betibé Mata. I'm joining the sustainability program because I've kind of foreseen I have kind of the understanding of sustainability for me. As I've mentioned earlier, the vague or broad and definition for it. And as also mentioned in the presentation, let's say the importance of it in the upcoming few years, as well as I also mentioned, the vague understanding that what's still the definition of sustainability is not clear, whether within the comfort, the acoustic, or the thermal comfort within a building, let's say, or whether to prioritize the financial for the financial means for the client, which type, or it's the maintenance part for the future, which type of sustainability part we want to like prioritize. All of them, all of them are considered part of sustainability. So which part we need to prioritize? Can we prioritize all of them? This comes at the at the part of the at the cost part, the financial part. So this all, if I want to understand on my own, I don't think that will be easy. So I believe this is something will be let's say clarified hopefully within this program.
Great. Thank you, Ahmed. Okay, if we have no one else, this is a very interesting cohort. So a lot of diversity. We have different levels of experience. I think it's very, very interesting. Impressive backgrounds, by the way. So we're happy to see you with us tonight. So I'll give the floor back to Muhammad, and I want you to please take a look at the courses, at the modules, and if you need the syllabi, we can share with you the syllabi of the courses, right, Muhammad? Because I need you to know what is involved in when we're talking about sustainability in the built environment and how we're addressing it. To make sure this really fits your goals. I mean, we want all of you to join in, to benefit from it, but also we want to make sure we're aligned in terms of what your expectations are from this program, so you get what you're asking for. So Muhammad, floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Walid. I'll be sharing my screen again. A couple more slides to go. So want to talk a little bit more about the program structure. So as some of you might know, the next start date for the program is on April 7th. The structure is 6 to 7 courses, depends whether you want to go for the capstone project. So it's either you have 2 routes. You go for the capstone project, parts 1 and 2, or you go for the building rating systems course instead. Okay, we have 2 intakes per year. Duration of the program, it's 12 months, and the tuition is $4,200 in total. So this is the full-time study plan, as you can see on the right-hand side. We start with the first course with Dr. Rami Zre, and the second course with Dr. Rima Manu, who's present in the call right now. And this is the flow of courses, as you can see. Guys, if you want, I can provide a detailed calendar with the exact dates, start dates, and end dates of every course, so that you can have a clear picture of the courses and all details related to it. Okay. These are our program instructors: Dr. Dua Al Asad, Yara Hamdar, Dr. Rima Manne, Dr. Aram, Dr. Walid, Dr. Isam, Dr. Alisar, and Dr. Rami. So again, with the important dates, the next start date is on April 7th, and the application deadline for this program is on April 2nd. Thank you, everyone.
Please, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Hamad, are you gonna share by email the detailed syllabus and dates and everything?
For sure, yeah.
And another question, so it's starting April 7. When is the next, so if we miss this one, when can we reapply? Is it a year from now? Or do you have something in the fall?
We usually have 2 intakes per year, one in the summer, and the other is now in the spring. So in the summer, we might expect it to be around June or July. And the next one is right now, going to happen right now. Okay. Did I answer your question, Noor?
Yes, sorry, yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Muhammad, a question.
Yes, Ayman.
So basically, it's online. When, I mean, how do we attend? What's about the attendance?
Yeah.
So each from Monday, how many hours? Just more information, please.
Yeah. The program, it's an asynchronous program. We have only one weekly live session with the course instructor. You'll have I will send that to you in the course calendar. As for the number of hours or the effort that you need to dedicate per week per course, it's around 8 to 10 hours per week per course. Other than that, regarding the information, it will be present on your it will be available on your platform on AUBX, and you can watch any recording you want. You can go over the slides, go over the learnings, the PDF and everything at your own convenience throughout that week. We usually have deadlines towards the end of every week in relation to assignments, quizzes, and submittals.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and as Ruba mentioned in the chat box, these weekly live sessions will be confirmed once we start with the program. And usually we hold these sessions after 5 p.m. so that we can allow working professionals who have regular 9 to 5 jobs to really attend these sessions. And even if you couldn't attend, we always record them and upload the recording on your AUBX platform. Do we have any more questions? Yes, Dr.
Maybe,
Rimo.
yeah, since I'm with you, maybe I just say a few words about my course. Maybe it will give them like a taste of what's to
For sure.
come. If
Go
we
ahead.
have just a minute.
For sure.
So, good evening, everybody. So I'm Rima. I'm going to be your course instructor for life cycle assessment. I'm not sure if anybody knows already about the topic. For example, for my session, it might be on Thursday, as Ms. Ruba mentioned, and Mr. Muhammad, so after 5, probably at 5 or so that we allow everybody to be able to attend, and it is recorded. And if anybody needs like a special one-on-one session, I'm more than happy to accommodate. So in the LCA course, it's very interesting, and especially at AUB within this professional online program, I think it's the only one that gives this type of course. It's a very popular topic, gaining lots of popularity in UAE and also in Lebanon. So in that course, we're going to learn about environmental life cycle assessment. So what is the environmental impact or environmental footprint of different products, and how do we choose which one is more environmentally friendly than the other one? So we cannot say that product A is better than product B from an environmental perspective unless we conduct a life cycle assessment study. And in my course, it's going to be a bit of theory, lots of practice. I decided to include also hands-on practice, and I'm going to be teaching you, giving you all the steps and helping you out with a software, a real-life case study with a software that we use in LCA to give you this hands-on practice. And yeah, you will have some, also, I'll probably include some guest speakers from the industry just to also give you more case studies and real-life application of life cycle assessment. So that's it. I just wanted to jump in and say hi to everybody.
Thank you, Dr.
Rima. I have a question. So the program would be focused on buildings, or it's just more sustainability in general? I'm asking because I'm more interested in, like, I work more with urban planners. We do master plans, so like a sustainable city, and I would be more interested in the lead neighborhood development than the building one. So I want to know exactly what is it going to be focused on. buildings or sustainability in general?
Yeah, it's more focused on buildings within the built environment. But if you look at the first module, it's more of a macro view. So on the socio-ecological system, we look at sustainability from that aspect. We look at the design of buildings from the passive design and how to enhance sustainability. And then in any project, any city, any neighborhood that you develop within the built environment, we look at the sustainable aspects that we can design there. But the focus is more on the building. So if you look at the building rating system module, at the environmental responsive new and existing buildings, it's all focused on buildings really. The resilient building design, there's the construction material circularity also, selecting the material in your construction and the buildings, and the extensions of the buildings. I'm not excluding the pavements or the sidewalks or the stuff. So anything that's included within that environment is included. But this is the focus of the program.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Any other questions?
Yeah, if I may ask, the program is not purely focused on the design phase.
Sorry, Ahmad, I didn't get your question.
Sorry, the program or the target of the program is not purely focused on the design phase, right? Or for the designers.
No, it's not purely focused on the design, but it would help you whenever you're addressing the design of a sustainable project, basically. But no, it's not purely the design, no.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any further questions?
In any case, you have our contact info. You can reach out to Muhammad, or you can reach out to me with any questions, and we're happy to address those.
Mustafa, you want to talk?
Yes, sorry, I just...
No worries, no worries. Welcome aboard.
It's Ramadan, and it was iftar, so that
It's okay.
I will not take from your time too much. Just I have a small question.
Yes.
Regarding this program, will you be providing some ESG reporting, GRI standards, since in the area the most important thing in business and sustainability is the ESG. So I would like to know if you have something related to that in the program.
Yes, hi, Mustafa. Thank you for the question. The ESG reporting is not part of it. When we designed the program, we found that there's a lot of other programs that could provide this. So it wasn't a differentiator for us. So we didn't focus on ESG reporting from the business aspect and from the business reporting that companies and organizations do to report on their activities. So not much on the ESG and reporting in our modules, no.
Regarding the LEED certification, a lot of credits are related to carbon emissions. So whenever you are working on sustainable materials, you need to choose local production. And it's very hard to find local production. So would you be providing such information related to the MENA region, or it will be according to American standards? As a matter of experience.
Yeah, we've focused on developing the program and tailoring it to our region. Again, that was another differentiator. You can go and take several programs worldwide from well-known universities on sustainability, but we wanted something that addresses our challenges and is relevant to our region more. So we've embedded case studies from our region. And I think Dr. Rima with us here can tell us about her course and how you can use LCA and the material selection part, how it can guide you in selecting materials that would reduce your overall environmental impact in doing that selection. So there's a lot of factors beyond the closeness of the material, of the raw material that you get. There's the embedded energy and everything. So a lot of factors come into play in material selection with that. So, but yeah, in all modules, we make sure to address the topics in the context of the MENA region to make it relevant to our region. Rima, you want to add anything to that?
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Walid. Yes, Mustafa, it's a good question. But when we look at the environmental impact of a product from a life cycle perspective, we focus really on determining the impact of that product from the moment we extract the raw material to manufacturing to distribution, so transporting the raw materials and the product that has been manufactured to the use by the consumer or of the product, and also to the end of life or reuse of the product. So why LCA is so crucial? Because it can help you determine which life cycle stage is a hotspot. So what is the life cycle stage that I need to focus and do my reduction on? And sometimes, Mustafa, it's not transportation, it's not the source itself of the raw material. Sometimes it's a processing, for example, or maybe the energy that went into the processing of that material. And sometimes it's the end of life itself. It really depends. So I just wanted to clarify that. Maybe it gave you some hints and some pointers about this.
Yeah, I do agree with you. It's just a matter of, for example, FSC certification. I rarely find in Arabic countries real FSC certifiers. And it differs between supplier and so I'm just checking about how much it will be doing an impact on the local context. And I don't know if you will enter in the desert economy and sustainability towards this status, or it will be general.
I didn't get the second part of your question.
Now I work in desert area, so there are a lot of desert economies today for sustainability. So for me, I would like if this could be a part in the program.
Yeah, I think the first module will touch upon the desert systems sustainability. And then you'll have the opportunity to develop your capstone course if you decide to take that route on a project that you think is interesting for you. You want to put a component, sustainability component in it, and explore that during the program.
Would you provide us some software regarding the life cycle assessment? I tried some, to be honest, but I don't know which is the best one. So would this be a part of the program?
Mustafa, yeah, thank you again for the question. In the LCA course, we're going to learn about the software CMAP Pro. I don't know if you've tried the demo version of that one or which software you used, but most probably it will be CMAP Pro. It's a very, let's say, well-known and used software for LCA. Lots of them exist, lots of software exist, but we will focus on that one. And I'm going to give you a practical case study to work with.
Great. And it will be recorded, right? The sessions, if I missed some.
The live sessions will be recorded, of course. And if you missed one and you listen to the recording and you have questions, for example, for myself, you can just pop an email and I'm happy to accommodate you with a one-on-one.
Thank you a lot. For
Mustafa,
me, that's great. And hopefully we'll be meeting you soon.
Thank you, Mustafa. And just to clarify, so all the modules are online, asynchronous. So you take them at your own pace within a limit. So we don't want you to get behind. So typically you have a week to complete some material, some activities, and then you have the weekly live sessions. There is no new information introduced there formally. It's just a discussion with the instructor, and it's recorded, and you'll have access to it after the session, in case you could not attend. So that's the general format for the modules.
I just have final question.
Sure.
Can we do the deposit through OMT, or we should be live in the university?
Yes, Mustafa, I can answer that. Regarding the available payment options at the hub, we can only accept two payment options, which is either cash at AUB, or it's either online via the online payment link that I provide.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So
Any other questions?
Yeah, may I have one last question?
Yes, Ahmed.
Yes. How would such a program just like, let's say, assess me, or would the knowledge I would gain help me play a role, let's say, in partake in the development of or working in post-disaster positions?
So if I understood you correctly, how will this program help you in your own work or in the marketplace?
No. Yeah, in the marketplace, or like such knowledge play a role in general for positions such as the working in post disasters or the development of areas that like has suffered of like disasters or like post wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
is it something that?
Yeah, go on.
Is it just a vision for the far future, or would it something that could be applied in areas that?
Yeah, it's not so the program is tailored toward working professionals like yourself, and the focus is on making it practical. So we're not purely theoretical. We give good grounding in to help you understand climate change and different aspects of the sustainability when applied to the built environment. But then we want to make this practical. So the modules are very practical in terms of whether it's LCA, whether it's material circularity, and all these are tailored with practicality in mind. So we give case studies. Dr. Rima just mentioned that she gives case studies to help you with that. And then so in terms of learning, you will get some practical skills on addressing sustainability in the built environment, whether you're designing a new, you're on the design phase of a new project, or you wanna enhance the sustainability aspect of an existing building environment. So it's tailored that way. That's in terms of learning. In terms of helping you in the marketplace, I mean, you're going to have a kind of a stamp that you've went through the program, you've got this diploma, and so it's from a renowned institution. So the quality stamp of AUB will be associated with it, and so it would help you in moving up in your next role. That's the idea. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, kind of. It's more of just the what I meant by how much it's applicable. It's more I meant by that whether it's just applicable for the new projects or the recently developed, or can we only also integrate this knowledge in older types of projects, and also the ones that they are severely affected by, let's say, disasters or post-war, like the ones in Lebanon or Syria. That's what I meant.
Yeah, you can definitely apply those principles to existing buildings. So definitely there is this aspect. Now, in theory, you can do that, but you have to see oftentimes on these mega projects and non-mega projects, you have timelines and milestones that the contractor needs to reach. So your ability to convince the management or the owners or the developer to integrate some sustainability aspects that might cause some delay in the execution is going to be, is a different story. But in theory, definitely these principles and the learning that you take can definitely be translated to existing or to new programs. So I'll give you an example on Lebanon. If you look at Lebanon now, we have the issue of the construction and demolition waste, right? Post-war. So what you do with this enters directly into the material circularity. So you can definitely do something with that to look at the sustainable aspect of that.
Okay, thank you. I believe this answers my question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Do we have any more questions? Okay. So I want to first thank everyone who joined this session. It was truly an informative one. Again, if you have any more questions, feel free to send me an email. I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you, Dr. Walid, Dr. Rima, for joining. And we'll hopefully see you guys soon. Again, the start date for the next cohort is on April 7th, and the application deadline for those who didn't yet complete the application is on April 2nd. Okay, so thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.